Every man needs his own territory, and every woman has something to say about it. So what happens when the testosterone boils over and the women say, go build something? It's Manland. He wanted to build an all-out poker room. So what did she say?
Leave the living room, the kitchen, the master bedroom, the bathrooms, and the rest of the house to me.
Done and done. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to enter Manland. And later, she let him go all in for this mantabulous modern poker room. After the break, she let him have a poker room on one condition.
I am definitely putting my foot down that we're not having a poker wedding.
No problem. Where's the wedding?
We're thinking about Vegas.
Ooh, you're gonna wanna see this. George here in Riverview, Florida, where there's nothing but sunshine, happy cows, and of course, a fine view of the Alafai River. And speaking of the river, we're heading to a manland that's absolutely aces. It's time to ante up at Johnny's Tarheel Poker Club. This is Johnny, an ex-Marine and former government contractor in the Middle East who has a real passion for poker.
I really love to play the game, and just anytime I get the chance to play, I'm right there.
And this is Jessie, an interior designer and Johnny's fiancée. She knew before she went all in with Johnny that poker was a big part of the deal.
If you sit him down in front of a deck of cards and have poker chips in front of him, he's all business.
Johnny and Jessie met up when they were working overseas in the Middle East, and it was love at first sight.
When I met her and saw how pretty she was, I was like, okay, I gotta ask her out.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Before you know it, they were engaged and buying a house together. And even then, Johnny's Manland was in the cards.
When we were buying the house, the poker room was non-negotiable.
I was having my manland.
Yes, you had to have your manland.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of girly stuff around yet, because Jessie's stuff is still en route from the Middle East. But when it gets here, Jessie has plans. Big plans.
The rest of the home is going to be very earth tones, very warm colors. It's such a large space that I can get away with doing stuff a little bit darker.
So, Jessie gets to use her interior design skills to decorate their 2,400 square foot home however she likes. And Johnny? Well, he gets the 600 square foot garage. Jessie's fine with the whole poker thing. With one little exception.
I am definitely putting my foot down that we're not having a poker wedding. We're thinking about Vegas, but no poker.
No, that won't happen.
No?
No.
All right.
The day after, maybe.
No, the whole wedding, the whole time.
No, I'm playing some poker. If I'm going to Vegas, I'm playing some poker.
I'm putting my foot down.
Okay, I think we better take this to Manland. And what a Manland it is! Johnny's Tarheel Poker Club, named after his beloved University of North Carolina football team, is like a big piece of poker heaven. There are 3 poker tables that can seat 30 players in all. A minibar in case anyone gets thirsty, and plenty of cool poker stuff decorating the walls. Johnny runs monthly poker tournaments here, for points, not for real money. And he even has an LCD display set up with special software to track everyone's poker points.
This here's the website for the Tarheel Poker Club. And each time we run a tournament, we put the results out here. And that way people can go look and see where they're standing in the points over the course of, the months that we play.
Johnny was so keen to make the place authentic, he even had his own chips made.
I designed these myself. These are specifically Tarheel Poker Club chips, all the way up to $500. These aren't actual face value, they're just tournament value chips. So there's not really $500 on the table when we have this chip out there.
It may say $500 on the chip, but custom chips like this are available online for anywhere from 50 cents to $1 each, depending on how fancy they are and how many you buy. But chips aren't the only thing he designed. Johnny built all of these beautiful poker tables by himself. After the break, Johnny finds out that building a poker manland comes with a price.
I haven't told you this. You're going to make a dog bed that matches our bed.
Take a deep breath, Johnny. it's worth it. When Johnny came back from the Middle East, he caught the poker bug big time. Now he's built an entire manland dedicated to his obsession.
This is my feature table, my main table, table 1. This is the nicest table that I've built so far. It actually has a wood oak racetrack that's been stained, a gold suited speed cloth on the playing surface, and underneath we have a very nice dining room pedestal legs to really finish it off and make it look like a piece of furniture versus a poker table sitting in the middle of the room.
So, how do you build a poker table? Well, there are all kinds of plans on the internet, and that's where Johnny found his. But it basically comes down to purchasing some good quality plywood for the tabletop and racetrack, fabric for the playing surface, and vinyl for the rail. You can find these fancy table legs online too. Buying a table like this outright would set you back at least $2,500.
Myself, I built this for just under $900 in materials.
His tables are top quality. As long as I've known the man, since I believe '03, everything has to be perfect. I promise you, the man is meticulous.
Hey, check out this cool floor. So what do you do if you want a tiled floor, but you don't want to shell out that kind of dough? You fake it.
This was originally just a bare concrete. I painted the entire thing white. Every 18 inches, I put down that 1/4 inch piece of tape and then painted over that with gray. So that when I went back and that dried, I pulled out the tape, it looks like an 18-inch tile pattern. And I've gotten so many compliments on how the floor turned out. People really like it.
So, what's the ante if you want to build a poker lounge like Johnny's?
For me, the conversion in this room, it was somewhere between $6,000 and $7,000. I did everything myself with the exception of running some more electrical outlets and actually hanging the drywall on the exterior wall here.
I love this room. This is awesome. My house is so small, and it's just a nice room to come over and play in. But kind of a guy's room.
It gives him his own little space, and he stays out of the rest of the house, and I get to always say, you got to do whatever you wanted in the poker room. Leave the living room, the kitchen, the master bedroom, the bathrooms, and the rest of the house to me.
So, Johnny got to build his manland, and soon Jessie will have all of her stuff sweetening up the house. So, what's Johnny's next project?
A dog bed, once our dog gets big enough to sleep in a bed on his own that matches our bed. I haven't told you this. You're going to make a dog bed that matches our bed. That's going to sit over in that corner when he gets big enough where we don't need to put him in his crate every night.
Yeah.